Hey guys, a lot has changed since adding ducks to my backyard chickens. Mostly good, but there's a couple things we need to talk about, so come along. Hey Jet, what you doing? Huh? What you doing? You sure are pretty. I don't know if you're male or female, but you sure are beautiful. Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You too, Benny. I don't want to leave you out. One thing I've noticed is hens do not like the rain, but ducks, they like it a lot. I hope the duckies don't get wet. Oh, they're gonna get wet. What you quackers doing? Get out of the rain. You bunch of quackers. Most of my chickens will be up underneath the coop there or underneath that canopy in there. The ducks, they just lay out in the open rain. They love it. I got the ducks locked up right now just to give them a break from the hens. But yeah, the ducks really love the rain a lot. And every source of water that you have in your run. So your chickens don't contaminate the water sources as much as the ducks do. The chickens will just drink it, 3 or 4 days could go by, and then it's still kind of clean. But with ducks, no. Every 10 minutes, you could literally clean it out if you wanted to. They're going to use their bill and they're going to pick up dirt and they're going to put it into the water. They're going to oscillate their bill and try to find nutrients in that. So if you have ducks, I only have two, but if you have more than that, you may have to clean out the water several times a day, particularly if you're sharing the water source with your hens and the ducks or other animals also. So if I fill this up in the morning, within a half an hour to an hour, it'll look like this. Now, ducks do take their food and they move it to the water. So some of that coloration is just the food. But a lot of it is this dirt all around it that they bring and put into the water. Now, for the ducks, they don't care, but I don't always want my chickens to have to drink out of the dirty water. So at least daily, at least once, I'm replacing this water. Watch out, girls. It's going to be a mess. So see, you can see the food. So this food gets moved in here and also dirt. And I got to rinse all that out. And the hens, they don't like it. But the ducks love it. And these water sources are going to be shared. There's no way to figure out how to get them just to use one particular water source. I have this one here too, and I thought the ducks might not be able to use it, but they use it just fine. It's not their preferred, but they'll drink from it. But this is the one I try to keep the most clean for the hens, because they're in here mostly, especially if it's raining. They got this canopy, but the ducks, they prefer to be out here in the open area. So this is where they drink mostly. But the chickens tend to run them off because the chickens are very food dominant. One of the big things you're going to deal with when you have ducks and chickens together and other animals is food dominance. The chickens will definitely try to dominate the food. No matter how many food sources I put out, the chickens, there's 9 of them to 2 of my ducks, so the chickens will run to every one of the food sources to try to dominate them. So I got to figure out some clever ways sometimes to be able to help them, the ducks, to get some nutrients. So I've thought of a couple ways. So what I do is sometimes I'll lock the chickens in here. I'll give them their treat and then I'll lock them in here. And then the duckies will come out and they'll come over and they'll eat over here. I'll put their mealworms and stuff in there so they can eat it, and I'll give them about 10 or 15 minutes by themselves. And as soon as I open the door, the chickens come running because they want to find whatever's left. But right now, it's been a couple weeks now, and they're starting to really get used to each other. And the ducks are even getting used to me and not running as much, which is nice. And I hoped and thought that was going to happen, and it is. Now, Whitney, she is my dominant hen. Now, she's getting better. She used to not even let them lay down. The ducks couldn't even lay down anywhere. If they were under there, she'd run them off. If they were laying here, she'd run them off. If they were in right there, she'd run them off. If they were anywhere in here, she'd run them off. Now, she's not doing that now. And the other thing I noticed is my duck, Jet, he's over here, and Benny, she's over here. And they're doing a lot better now, because usually if they're apart, she used to go berserk. But now they're starting to calm down, and things are starting to gel a lot better. I knew it would in time, but it just took a little bit of time. One of the things I've noticed is I enjoy my chickens a lot, and I enjoy my ducks a lot. And they bring different things to the table. The ducks love the rain, they love water. The hens really don't love the rain and love water, but the hens have other things that I really enjoy doing with them. I can hang treats up for them, and they enjoy eating them. They love getting up on the perches I create for them. See, the ducks don't use the perches, but the hens do. So each breed has its own dynamics, and each offers different things, and it's fun to kind of watch them use each piece of the things that I add here in the coop and run. And it's just kind of fun to watch them use them and enjoy them. You see, the ducks don't mind standing out in the rain. They don't mind at all. They'll stand in here all day long. I don't understand it. I mean, they could go right under here. They could go in there. But they'll just stand out in the rain and preen themselves and groom themselves. And that's one of the things I like about them. I'm just out here with a raincoat, and I got my muck boots on, so I'm good. And they just, I've noticed one thing, that they're way less skittish right now. And they literally are coming closer and closer to me. See, as long as I'm kind of still, in the past, they wanted to be 20, 30 feet from me. And I've noticed that they're running less from the hens, because the hens are not dominating them as much. I think putting the multiple food sources out is definitely one of the keys. As long as the hens feel like they have a place to eat. And I actually have two places in here. I have this open place that the ducks can, and I have this one here. And then I fill that pan up with their treats at night, and then I have vegetable hangers there. So the hens know this is kind of where they come to get, all their food. And the ducks have started to learn that, especially at nighttime, when I give the hens their treat, I give the ducks their treat over here. And then because if I didn't lock the hens up, there's no way the hens would just come eat it all. Even if I give them treats at the same time. They'll snarf the one treat down the hens, and they'll run out to grab this other one. So I gotta be really careful, or my duckies just don't get anything. Hey, Jet. I still don't know what this duck is. I even think he may be a female. Oh my gosh. I guess, I don't know if I'll keep going with Jet or if I'll have to give her a new name. I guess another couple weeks I'll know, but I think Jet might be a female. I think my girl Benny, I think she's a female also. So I think I got two females. Which is good for me. Get a lot more eggs, some duck eggs. I'm getting tons of hen eggs each day for my chickens, so just really enjoying them. I'm so much enjoying them coming together. Now, the one thing I still do have to work on is where the ducks are going to sleep at night. My coop is up off the ground, so the ducks have a hard time getting up there. Now, I could put them in there at night, but I'm kind of worried about the hens and them still having an issue in the morning and fighting with each other. So what I have to do is build an additional shelter for the ducks. So that's one thing that I do see that's a little different with my hens and in a small backyard, is that I'm going to have to build two shelters, one for the ducks and one for the hens. Not a big deal, but it is something I have to do. See, my hens, this is where they roost at night, and the ducks, they haven't tried to get up there. They've looked up there a couple times, but they've never tried to get up there. So what I have to do is I'm going to build a shelter that's, I think, up in here in this corner, that's down on the ground, kind of like an A-frame, just for the ducks themselves, and hoping to get that done soon. And I think the ducks will just be happy living in there and then just being separated from the hens. Now, I know that they can live together. I just don't think that I particularly have a good setup for integrating them. Like I said, I'm really enjoying the hens and ducks starting to cohabitate with each other a lot more. It really makes me smile and laugh, and I have a really good time. And I enjoy each of them just a little bit different. So it's kind of fun to watch them mature and grow. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. It means the world to me. Thank you for subscribing and liking and commenting. I appreciate it, guys. Take care. Have a great week. God bless. It's a cold, rainy day. I'm going to enjoy some chicken noodle soup. Sorry, hens.